Hello, dear friend. It's Monday. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I believe that. I do. When it happens to me, when things don't go the way that I think that they should, and I want to get angry, I have to remember that. So why am I upset? Am I upset? What am I? Frustrated for sure. So, I'm sorry. Just going through my mind. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I had 3 children to get to school by 8:30 a.m. I had a lunch to make. Had breakfast to provide. I'm going to start with the good stuff. They made it to school on time. They all had food in their bellies. They were all wearing clean clothes. Christopher had his lunch for school today. Mila and Cal eat at school. Yeah, okay. Couldn't find the shoes that Cal's mom sent him in when we left the house. That's not so good. But really, honestly, that's not my responsibility to make sure that the person who's taking your kid to school, they need to have everything. And everything was together, but the shoes were not. I had to go searching for the shoes that he has on. I could not find his Crocs. And then when he realized, Callahan, when he realized that we were leaving the house and he was going to school, he just started crying, which I have dealt with crying kids at in school before. They just resist going, but once they're there, they always have a good time. It's just an adjustment for them. Mila doesn't cry anymore. But anyway, so he started crying. He refused to get dressed. He refused to move. He took his diaper off and he sat down and he cried. So I got everything else ready. Everything else ready to go out the door except him. And so then I had to wrestle him to get his diaper. I gave him a choice, diaper or underwear, because they're trying to potty train him. He wanted a diaper. So I put a diaper on him. Sorry, I'm shaky. I'm not shaky for a reason. I'm just readjusting. Sorry. Okay. I put a diaper on him, get his clothes on him, but it's a real battle because it's not what he wants. It's just not what he wants. Sometimes he can be really compliant, and then other times he can be so stubborn. But he's crying. By the time he gets to school, he's been crying for solid crying for 25 minutes at least, which is so stressful. I know why he's crying. I know what he wants. I know what he doesn't want, but there's really nothing that I can do about it. It's just got to be something we work through. But he has his blankets at school with him, so he can take his nap with him, and they can go with him after school wherever he's going. If that's back to our house or his mom's. So, I like to donate plasma on Mondays and Fridays, especially now that they are staying at school for nap time. That gives me extra time. I forgot. Everything happens for a reason. I forgot that last week on Monday was a rough day and I didn't get up in time. And I was super tired, so I didn't make it to give plasma, and I came on Tuesday. And you have to have 7 days between donations. You can donate twice a week, and the days have to be set. I forgot. I had it in my mind that Mondays and Fridays were my days, so I get in the car, drop them off. I'm like, I'm making good time. Everybody's where they need to go, and I get here 45 minutes. Well, okay, Springfield to Lincoln is really 30 minutes, 35 minutes. All right, so we'll go with 40 minutes. I don't even know what time it is right now. But anyway, so 40 minutes. I pull up. I've been chugging water. Chug water. I'm thinking I'm going to go donate today, and it says I'm not eligible to donate. And I'm like, what on earth? This has got to be a computer glitch. So I go in, and I try to sign in. You're not eligible to see a staff member. I thought, oh gosh, did something happen with my last donation? Whatever. Oh no, you're just a day early. I'm like, no, I'm not. And they're like, yeah, you came in on Tuesday last week. You have to wait until Tuesday to donate again. I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, can't you make an exception? I told the lady, I said, I drove 45 minutes to get here. She's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing that I can do, which I knew there was nothing that she could do. They don't make exceptions. They have these rules for a reason. If they could get people in sooner, they would. So that's what just happened. I have wasted time. I have wasted gas. I have not gotten the $100 for today that I was expecting. So I will not be going to the grocery store to get, we need salami and oranges of all things. Christopher wanted salami. I have no idea why. And they all want oranges, which is just fine and dandy. So I took a deep breath and I said to myself, actually I had an internal conversation in my head that involved bad words and bad thoughts. And then I took a deep breath and I calmly walked out and I went to the restroom. And then I just started to remind myself everything happens for a reason. So, how am I going to, now that I've calmed down a little bit, how am I going to salvage this day? How am I going to pivot? And I think that what I'm going to do is cut my hair. I think I'm going to go home. I'm going to take a shower and wash my hair, and then I'm going to cut it and then dry it and see how that goes. I'll make a video about it because that's what I like to do, even when nobody watches it. I'm not in a good mood at the moment. At this very, very moment, I'm not in a good mood. I know everything happens for a reason, but I still have to adjust myself to doing not what I plan to do, and to knowing that instead of getting $200 this week, it's just going to be $100, because I do need Mondays and Fridays to be my days. Last Friday, I didn't get out of here until 1 o'clock because for some reason, I think it's because they're short-staffed, and so it just takes so long to process people and get them in the seats. So I don't want to run the risk of not being able to pick the kids up on time. Or, well, I guess tomorrow would be Mila on time. Anyway, I'm going to go find something to eat. I'm going to go. There's a message that just popped up on my screen that said he wasn't wearing his Crocs. Everything happens for a reason. It's okay. That is so easy to say to someone who's upset, but when you are the one who's upset, it's not so easy to accept. even though you believe it and you know it, the sinful part of me just wants to throw a fit and get my way. I'm going to go, okay, so regroup. Things don't always happen the way that you want them to. There's always a reason for it, and it's always a good reason. You don't always know the reason, but I believe that. So maybe if I had sat down in the chair today, or tomorrow even, it would have gotten a blood clot and I wouldn't have been able to donate. Anyway, I'm just going to accept that I've asked for God's will to be done in everything for my life. I submit my life to Him, and if this was not meant to be, then that's it, not meant to be. I trust that. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to go find something to eat. I think that will help my mood tremendously because I am hungry. Yeah. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to cut my hair. So, see what it looks like tomorrow. I love you. I pray that you have an amazing day. And just remember, everything happens for a reason. Talk to you later. Bye.